Hi everybody, welcome to ElderfitTV. My name's Tom, and if you're struggling with your balance, this is the video series for you. This is part one of our 5-week video trainer that will get you feeling more balanced, stronger and less wobbly in just 5 weeks. If you enjoy this routine and want to continue the series and do the other 4 parts, check the link in the description below to find out more. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy. Welcome to our new 5-week video trainer, all about balance. If you're feeling a little bit more wobbly than normal, or you always feel a little bit wobbly, this is the program series for you to follow. It's divided over 5 weeks. So we've got 4 weeks of 10-minute videos. They're all going to be progressively getting harder each week. The idea of this video program is you follow each video for each week. So video 1, you do in week 1, anywhere between 1 and 3 times in that week. Same with week 2, you do the week 2 video between 1 and 3 times in that week. Week 3, etc., and week 4. Then in week 5, we're going to combine them all together. So we've got a nice nearly hour-long routine. It's going to be challenging and hard. So when we're doing these exercises, if there's anything a little bit too hard or too difficult, you can move on to the next one or pause it. And when you feel confident enough to do it, you can try it again later on in the week. So in week 1, we're going to focus on 4 areas. We're going to focus on our ankles, which get stiffer as we get older if we're not moving them as much. So we're going to get them moving a bit better. And then we're going to go into some balance walking. Again, that will help with your walking when you're out and about. Then we're going to go into some static balance. I'll explain that when we get into it. And then we're going to do some strength, because obviously your legs are really important and your core are really important because they're all associated with your balance. Okay, so let's get to it. Right, so this routine is going to be 10 minutes. Each exercise we're going to be doing for 45 seconds. Like I said, you're going to go to your own pace. Pretty much all of this routine is going to be standing up. So we're only beginning standing up for 10 minutes. And when you get to the end of the routine, if you feel like you can do it all again, you can go back and do it twice, okay? Right, let's go for it. Let's get my stopwatch. So we're going to start with a nice warm-up. Again, we're going to start with the ankles. I'm always going to start with the ankles for every routine, just to get them warmed up, to get your feet moving a bit better. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do something called toe taps. So we're going to go heel and toe taps on the floor. All right, I'm just making sure this is working. We're all working fine. So it's a heel and then toe tap on the same spot if you can. We're just going to be working through it. And when we get halfway through the timer, we're going to swap to the other side. I have got a chair here. It's really important you have a support for this routine, using a wall or a chair, because we will be challenging your balance. Just get those ankles moving. Let's loosen them up. Let's get those joints moving. And let's change to the other side. I always start this in my classes. This is a good one just to get those ankles moving. Get those joints moved up, warmed up. That's it, good. Then we're going to go to a calf raise. All right, we do these in all my routines, but again, it's all about your ankle mobility, and obviously your calf muscles really help with your walking as well. So we're going to come up nice and high on our tiptoes and slowly back down, controlling it as we're back down, nice and slowly. That's it. As we come up, we're going to pause for a couple of seconds and come back down. Again, if you need a chair support, that's totally fine. Excellent work. It really is important that we get those ankles moving well. So you're not dragging your feet so much. Obviously your feet is a suspension of your foot when you're walking. If they're limited and stiff, that makes walking a lot harder and you're more likely to stumble or trip. Keep going. Nice and slowly. Like I said, this is nice and gentle week 1, but we'll be challenging your balance. So obviously if we're not going to hold a chair or have a support, then we are challenging ourselves a bit more. But for week 1, I'd like you to have support there if you need it. Okay, particularly with this one, because we're going to do the toe raise in front. So again, we're going to keep hold of your support. We're going to bring your toes up in front and slowly back down. Now it's really important that we don't bring our bum back and do it. We're standing up tall, just raising those toes up in front. Some people find this one really difficult. What I say, you can do this one sitting down if you like, or you can go 1 foot at a time and alternate. You're not going to get much movement coming up. This is this strengthens the small muscle in the shin. So this is a good one to practice. We're going nice and slow. It's really important. We have a nice, steady tempo. And we're not going too fast. Keep going. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so our ankles, we've done our little ankle warm up now. They're nice and warm. We're going to do some balance walks. We're going to start with some simple ones. And if you've done my routines before, we've done this one plenty of times. It's the side step walk, which is going to keep those hip flexors nice and strong. So we're going to do side steps left to right. If you've got a support, you need a support, and you need to face the wall, that's fine. Use a tabletop or whatever. It's really important. Like if I was in my class and they're on the wall, I'd have them facing the wall, and you could hold your wall and do it this way. So you've got the support, but if you don't feel you need one, that's fine. This is a nice and simple one. The other thing is when we're doing the side step, don't bring your feet totally together because obviously that can compromise your balance a little bit. Have your feet slightly apart as we come back. Good. All right. So the next one we're going to do is the tiptoe walk. I don't expect you'll be able to do this for a full 45 seconds. So what you can do is you can come back down and rest after you've done a few tiptoe walks. So we're going to come up nice and high on our tiptoes. And then we're going to walk. Again, if you need a support or have 2 chairs you can hold. When we turn though, we bring our feet down, we face our support and we don't go away from our support. And then we go again. If we turn away from our support, if we start to get a little bit wobbly, you've got nothing to re-stabilize yourself. So we're coming back down, we face the support that we're doing. See, I'm turning into the wall. We're standing tall, we're looking forward, we're thinking about our posture. We're trying to keep our tummy nice and tight as well. We're coming back down. See, I'm not turning this way, I'm turning back into the wall. I'm back up on my tiptoes, I'm looking forward. And back down. Take a rest. Right, we've got one more balance walk. This is the heel walk, the duck walk we call it. So it's this movement we did earlier with the ankles. We're going to bring those toes up and we're going to walk on our heels like this. And again, we're not going to lean forward. All right, we're going to stand nice and tall, looking forward. And then as we reach wherever we're going, we bring our feet down, we turn into our supports. We don't do that on our heels. We come back up on our heels. We pick our spot. We stand tall while keeping our tummy tight. And we're trying to keep the movement nice and slow and controlled. Small baby steps. I'm constantly telling people off in the classes, they're walking as fast as they can just to counteract their balance. It's much more challenging to do it slowly. Okay, let's see, keep going. Back down, face the wall. Keep those toes up. We'll have lots more walks in week 2, harder ones. Okay, we're just building up each week and then back down. Okay, we're going to go to static balance now. So this is balance. This is training your balance, challenging your balance, standing still, but having an object to support yourself with this one. So we're going to go into the one-legged balance. We're going to bring our heel up. All right, and then we're going to keep our standing knee slightly soft and bent, stand tall and look forward. Have your support there. And to make it a little bit harder, you can hover your hand over the chair ever so slightly. So if you start to wobble, you can grab it again. If you don't feel confident enough to do that, don't do that straight away. You can work up to that as we do these videos and our ankles get a little bit stronger and our legs get a little bit stronger. Okay, let's change to the other side. Keep the standing knee slightly bent, standing tall. And what we're doing here with this is engaging the core the whole time, is working on our ankle stability as well. Again, if you want to hover your hand slightly over and challenging yourself, hold, standing tall. If you start to wobble, re-stabilize, hold that chair and back down. Okay, now we're going to go into the static balance, the tightrope stance. I've done this in some of the videos, the tightrope walk. It's traditionally one of the hardest ones. So we're going to stand in a heel to toe position like this, okay? I'm showing you like this so you can see me, but I'm going to face this way. Make sure you've got support for this one, okay? Heel to toe, stand tall, look forward. And again, like with a one-legged balance, you can hover your hand slightly over that chair. Okay, and if you start to wobble, stabilize yourself, come back, stabilize. See how long you can hold. See how long you can hold, standing tall, trying to keep your tummy tight, look forward. Keep your feet evenly distributed, swap over. Okay, keep your feet, your weight, sorry, evenly distributed between your feet. You're not all on that back leg and you're not all on that front leg. We're somewhere in between, okay? Hold, good work. Taking that tummy nice and tight. And relax. Okay, we have only got 2 exercises left. However, when we get to the end of this, if you feel you can do a little bit more, you can go around and do the whole routine again. So we're going to do our squats for leg strength. Holding the chair, feet hip width apart. We're going to bend the knees, have a chair in front of you if you need to. And we're going to go down, keep our weight through our heels and our chest up. Okay, if your knees are uncomfortable, you can just do mini squats, little bends. But if you've got a bit more mobility and range of movement, come down a little bit lower and back up. Obviously, our leg strength is really important when we're walking. So we do a lot of focus on the legs because they tend to get weak very easily as we age. It's really important to maintain that strength and try and build it as much as we can. Keep going. That's it. One more. And now, again, another hard one. We're going to do the lunge. And I know you're going to probably feel, oh, that's really hard. Again, you can do a mini lunge. So we can just do a little step, which means we split our feet apart. We do a little bend and we come back. Split our feet apart, little bend and come back. So I'm standing this way. We step apart, have your support, little bend, swap, little bend and swap. But if you have got a good range of movement, we can go a little bit lower, come back up and change. A little bit lower, come back up and change. See, I'd be facing this way with step. You don't have to go as low as I do. You can just do mini ones for now. This is traditionally one of the harder exercises, one of the hardest exercises we do. That's it. Oh, my cat's going a little bit crazy. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of week 1. Well done, guys. We started off nice and gentle and simple, introducing you to some of the exercises. Now, if you feel you've got more, do it again so it becomes a 20-minute routine. If you feel one's enough for today, next time we do it later on in the week, because remember, I want you to do this routine 1 to 3 times in the week. Try and do it twice next time. All right. So when we get to week 2, you're ready for the harder exercises. We're going to integrate a few of these in, but we're going to add a few more on as well. Okay. So if you've got any questions, leave me a comment below or a question and I'll get back to you and I'll see you in week 2 next week. Bye.